How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you about BNGO because they just priced their share offering. And, you know, it's interesting what they did because it is much lower than their share price is now. But I'll kind of go into that, give you my thoughts on it, why they might do this, and look at what they did in the past so that we can kind of get a little trend going here, figure out if this is going to happen in the future and what we can look forward to kind of be able to predict what's going to happen. So I'll explain that a little bit better once we get in the video. I'm going to tell you about a SPAC that I just bought yesterday that has some pretty good potential, and this is actually their second SPAC that they've done. The first one was very successful, and I'll get into that, but definitely check it out because this SPAC is right around $12. So be on the lookout for that towards the end. But right now, BNGO dropped a lot, so we'll talk about that. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate it. Please hit subscribe too. We're so close to 90,000 subscribers. I appreciate that. Maybe share it to someone that you know that likes the stock market. I would really appreciate that too. Also, if you want some free stocks, you can check out the link down below to WeBull. Also, there's a link down there for SoFi. If you want some free money, you just have to deposit some money. I believe it's $500. Then you get $50 after a couple weeks. So definitely check that out down below. Just check out the terms and conditions of it before you start it up so you know exactly what you have to do. Also, if you want to get in on the Patreon, we are buying stocks pretty much every day, but you can check that out. We have about 4,000 members in there. Definitely check that out because we got 100% return on Sens yesterday. We've gotten about a 500 or 600% return on BNGO. Definitely check those out down below. So thank you, and let's get into it. So BNGO is sitting right around $8, and it had a major sell-off yesterday after being almost at $10. Now, we are still pretty close to all-time highs. I mean, when you consider just January 15, it had jumped up to about $8.43 from about $7. So we came down a good amount, about 20% or so, but we're still very high compared to what we have been in the past. Now, what came out today was that Bionano priced a $200 million underwritten public offering. So they're selling about 33.3 million shares of common stock at $6 per share. Now, this is drastically lower than the stock was at yesterday, which I find very interesting because we were at about $10. This is significantly lower, and we actually called it last night saying that it was going to drop because I did a video on them having this share offering, and this is larger than their last one by a little bit. But if you remember, the last one was announced actually on January 7 that they were going to issue some shares. The next day they priced it at 88.5 million, and this was just about for $3 a share, and we saw the share price go from about $5 down to $4. The offering was at $3, and it's really interesting to see this, right? So there are a couple things that we can tell. First of all, the day after they say that they want to have a public offering, they price it. So that's one thing. Also, we are almost doing exactly the same thing we did last time. So I think we're hitting a major resistance. If you remember last time, think about it. The share price was about $5 the day before the offering. Now, yesterday, it was about $10, so about double. If you remember right, they offered their shares at $3 last time, so a 40% discount. Now it's at $6, so again, 2 times bigger. And then the share price fell down to about $4 last time. Now it's fallen down to about $8, so 2 times difference. Everything is almost exactly the same, which is crazy, but they are just selling for twice as much. So it's kind of crazy. I think this is a huge resistance, and that's why I'm not even thinking about selling right now. I didn't really realize all the connections until today when they announced this, and I find it very, very interesting. I think, and you can see kind of throughout the day, we've hit this resistance right around $8. Now, it did fall to about $7.50, but it popped right back up. So I am not worried about this right now. I'm just going to hold on to my shares. I like the fact that they actually had the offering, and I covered this in my video yesterday, but I like this because it gets them more capital, which I think is what they need. They need some more cash. Now, I'm not the first one to actually report on this. If you guys want to check out Jason Polan Investing, he's actually my moderator on my Patreon, but he has a channel of his own, and he actually talked about this a little while ago, a couple hours ago. So definitely go check him out. He talks about a lot of penny stocks, some that I talk about, some that I don't talk about. Definitely check his channel out. Now, I did say that I was also going to hit on a SPAC that I bought recently. So I bought FAII. So this is not LL, this is FAII, or Fortress Value Acquisition Corp 2. Now they have 3 SPACs. This is the second SPAC. Their first SPAC actually has already gone through with their merger, and it was MP Materials. So this is a company that I actually own right now. But this is interesting because if you just look, FAII is sitting right around $12, limited downside because, again, you can call up your broker if it falls below 10 or if you don't like who they're merging with, but they have not announced who they're merging with. But again, back to MP Materials, this was their first SPAC. This went really well. So MP Materials is a company that supplies rare earth materials, and they merged with them. Their share price went from $10 during the initial public offering of the SPAC to about $35. This is just a crazy amount, a great gain, and this is a good long-term hold in my opinion. Now, I bought FAII even though it's very risky at this point because it has not set a merger target. Now, a couple rumors. One is eToro. They might merge with eToro. So you can kind of see they're an Israeli social trading and multi-asset brokerage company. I've heard a couple people explain how this is an Israeli company. They think that there could be a possible connection if they go through with eToro with ARK Invest because of the fact that they have that Israeli fund or Israel fund ETF. So some people are speculating that that could happen if they merge with eToro, that it might be picked up by ARK Invest. Now, I'm not going to really comment on that, just telling you what the rumor is. The other rumor is they might merge with Payoneer, which is an American financial services company that provides online money transfer, digital payment services, and provides customers with working capital. So those are just the rumors right now. We don't really know what will happen with FAII. Right now, it's speculative, but there is a limited downside, and we've seen a lot of these SPACs pop off afterwards, and they do have not a really extensive track record, but they did do really well with MP Materials. So I'm willing to put in some money just to see what they actually or who they actually merge with, because they're pretty far into this process. I believe they're 6 to 8 months in or something like that. So I think they'll actually announce here pretty soon who they're merging with. But again, this could be another year-long process. They have up to 2 years, so definitely be cautious. Do your own research because FAII doesn't have a lot of news on it. So I could be wrong on some of this, but these are the rumors that I'm hearing. Now, definitely do your research. I'm not a financial advisor. Of course, take what I say with a grain of salt and always do your own research. But if you want to talk to other people, again, you can check out the link down below to our Patreon. You can know exactly what I buy and sell. I just did a video on another penny stock that I sold, so I'll put that up on the end screen. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for checking out WeBull, and I will see you in this video right over here. Bye.